Hello, my name is Dave DeKeesh, and I have a master's degree in economics. I studied environmental economics for 2 years, and just wanted to let you know that animals are great and people are great. I did a lot of work at think tanks to preserve natural habitats, particularly the wild rivers, the Cache La Poudre in Colorado, as well as other wild rivers. And once you get a scenic designation and a protected designation over the area, then it's like a zone defense in football. You can much more react to threats to the extinction of the various individual species among the habitat of that area and the inhabitants. I also worked at the Monterey Bay Sanctuary, the Marine Sanctuary, having that designated a federal wildlife zone. And of course, since those designations have come in, there's been a swelling increase in the natural environmental amenities within the Monterey Bay, as well as the Cache La Poudre River in Colorado. Now, today, we have a very important guest come in. He wants to be anonymous, as this is sensitive information you're about to hear. Listen up.
I have a background with BECHTEL Power Corporation in renewable energy. Worked on one of the first commercial solar plants in the continental U.S. The boreal forests, which are the lungs of the planet, the northern latitude forests, Siberia, the Pacific Northwest. I spent my life in the forest, and it looks absolutely horrific. I just came in prior to making this call, and the devastation is cataclysmic. And so now you have these forests that were the lungs of the planet that were a carbon sink that absorbed carbon. Now they are a carbon source. And another part of this feedback loop is the Arctic ice cap. Many people, the global warming debate rages on, and it really should not. The species extinction rate today is somewhere between 100,000% of normal background extinction and 1,000,000% of normal background extinction. That's between 1,000 and 10,000 times normal background. We're losing as much as 200 species a day. We are in the 6th great mass extinction on planet Earth right now, today, and you can't hide that for long. You have fish stocks imploding. 93% of global pelagic fish stocks are now depleted. 93%. Now the bottom of the food chain, mackerel, herring, those are just starting to implode now completely. The previous methane mass expulsion, okay, we have paleo data to go on here. From 55 million years ago, the PETM event, Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, was a methane mass expulsion event. And it's felt that there was about, it depends on what model, what study you look at, but as much as 70% terrestrial extinction and perhaps over 90% ocean extinction. So, this is no joke. And again, I know my message is very dire, my conclusions are very dire, but first it has to matter to us to try to raise awareness on this. For every single individual we reach, that has to matter in and of itself. That makes the effort matter. And two, no one can say how this will unfold. No one.
And there you have it, my friend. Myself, but also from an industry analyst who's in the field right now. Currently, it's just incredible what's going on with the fish stocks. Overfishing causes Pacific bluefin tuna numbers to drop by 96%. And equally concerning is the fact that about 90% of the specimens currently fished are young fish that have not yet reproduced. So bluefin tuna is one of the nature's most successful ocean inhabitants, and the biggest of these tuna at the top of the food chain have few natural predators. So obviously it's the sushi devotees in Japan that are wiping out our fish stocks. Of course, there's no logical way a fishery can have such a high level of fishing on juveniles and smaller elements of the species without it being wiped out entirely with seine nets. And it's only a matter of time until human beings are facing extinction as well. Planet Earth can only bear so much weight. The bodies will come pouring out of the cars in rail stations like fish in a net, caught in a labyrinth of things that they don't understand. Nuclear attacks, biological weapons. There are many threats now facing global extinction. Of course, human beings are the most important species on Earth to preserve. However, when you debilitate the environment to such an extent that no longer plants can survive, it's only a matter of time until humans succumb as well. That's why it's very important to get global ecosystems under control. The only way to manage these global extinctions, 70% of animals going to be gone, 90% of animals in the ocean, fish, marine animals, invertebrates, plankton, all in a Krebs cycle of osmosis and rain. It's all going to be coming in the global economic superstorm. Of course, there's only one way we can fight back, and that is to make sure that the polar ice caps do not lose any more of the ice. It's a huge, incredibly important carbon sink for the entire world. If this goes, we're all finished. And of course, we must raise awareness of the problems that are facing the entire world. And now, to the most endangered ecosystem that list the top 8. The Mediterranean Basin comes in at an ignominious 5. That's where the cradle of mankind has been, and of course, mankind still resides there in ultimate repose. Do we have to make a ecosystem a sanctuary for humans now? It's coming to that point. You must raise awareness, share this with all your friends, and we can together make a stand against the globalists who want to destroy the entire world in their rapacious greed. The new conservation tool takes a similar approach to entire ecosystems, determining the danger to an individual ecosystem comparable to measuring the danger of a species going extinct. Species not only relegated to animals and plants and insects and invertebrates, but also human species. That's why it's time to occupy the environment, stop the globalist takeover of our ecosystems and driving entire ecosystems extinct now. Number 4, bringing up a strong 4th position in our list of most endangered ecosystems to collapse, is the Mediterranean Basin. The ring of shoreline surrounding the Mediterranean Sea has been teeming with humans for at least 8,000 years. That's pretty much before man was civilized. So this is a very important cradle of our first nurturings and beginnings, as well as animals and plants and ecosystems. It may seem strange to think of such populated areas endangered, but the shores of the Mediterranean are home to 22,500 plant species, 4 times more than the rest of Europe combined. According to the Conservation International, half of are found nowhere else in the world. This is a very important ecosystem to keep from collapse.
Don't stop now. 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 Don't stop now.
Once in a generation, the rare but exceedingly possible confluence of forces, some within our control, some out of our control, will come together in a unique manner to bring on extreme change in a short amount of time, especially in a closed system, any system, ecological systems, dynamic systems such as our solar systems, and up to and including our economic system.